right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Centennial celebration of Charlie Parker. The Gift of Jazz has been putting on Centennial celebrations for about 4 years now, where we celebrate the 100th birthday of jazz notables. And despite the current COVID conditions, we just couldn't let this occasion go by without marking it with a celebration of one of the most important instrumentalists in jazz, Charlie Parker, who really took us from the swing era in early 1940s to the modern jazz era that we're still living in today. Gift of Jazz is a nonprofit. We've been here 25 years, and we are all about jazz education. We have a number of programs that focus on bringing jazz to kids and adults alike, including our Jazz for the Schools program. These programs are brought to Denver Public Schools at no charge to the students or to the school district. So please consider a donation to Gift of Jazz to help us support those programs and programs like these that you're about to hear tonight. We are very fortunate to have a fabulous band. It's going to be presenting the music of Charlie Parker, and you're going to learn a little bit about his life as well. On trumpet, you're going to be listening to Brad Goode. On the drums, Dru Heller. Gabe Rupe on bass. Jack Dunlevie on the piano. And our leader and musical director of the event, Daryl Gott on alto saxophone. So please sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and help us celebrate the 100th birthday of Charles Yarbird Parker.
4-bar intro. You got it, Jack?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you very much. I'm Daryl Gott, as David Froman so graciously introduced me as. I'm super glad to be here, celebrating my all-time favorite musician, and one of the biggest inspirations to me, not only as a saxophonist, but as a musician for sure. And I think that most jazz musicians of this era would agree that he's probably the most influential jazz musician, arguably, Charlie Parker. And we're celebrating his 100th birthday today. Not today, but August 29th. So we're just a few days late. But that first tune was called Perhaps, and that's a blues that doesn't get played all that often. And that's a great Charlie Parker tune. We're going to be doing some classics, but we're also going to be doing some more obscure Bird tunes that you don't always hear. The really cool thing about Bird is that he wrote a lot of tunes. So there's a lot to pick from. And this next one that we're going to do is it's called Segment, and it's actually one of the only minor tunes that he wrote. So we hope you enjoy this.
Not there?
Just a couple clicks faster.
You got it. Cool.
segment by Charlie Parker. Like I mentioned before, Charlie Parker, we're celebrating his 100th anniversary. He was born in Kansas City and came up checking out the bands in Kansas City and ended up playing with some big bands that he was traveling with a little bit, and with Jay McShann. And then eventually he made his way to New York City, where he was playing more small group sessions, just due to the big band thing wasn't as booming as it had been, and the clubs in New York were hiring smaller bands. So Parker and Dizzy kind of were kind of forced into playing with small groups. Not that they didn't want to do it, I don't think, but and then, you know, Bird really let loose with his development of the bebop language. Another crucial figure in that was Dizzy Gillespie, who he met and worked with a lot. So he had a very short life, but it's amazing how much he did in that time. One thing I will mention that's interesting about his compositions are that they're very unique because they're almost like, some of them are like solos, just like a maybe like a perfect chorus of blues or something, you know. And he typically wrote tunes over the chord changes of existing tunes. And he wrote a lot of blues tunes and rhythm changes tunes. So this next tune, actually, though, that we're gonna do is not a Bird composition. There's two tunes we're doing that are not Bird compositions, but he made this songs famous. So this one is called Lover Man. Right on it. You got the first one. 1, 2, 3, up. Thank you. That was Lover Man. I'd like to introduce this great band that I got playing with me tonight. I'm really fortunate to have some really good friends and amazing musicians. So I'd like to introduce Jack Dunleavy on the piano. I keep forgetting to look at that camera up there. I'm used to seeing an audience and I know where to put my eyes, but this is awesome. Gabe Rupe on the bass. We got Mr. Dru Heller on the drums. Brad Goode on the trumpet. And I'm Daryl Gott. We're paying tribute to the great Charlie Parker. This next tune that we're going to do is actually another, a little bit more obscure bird tune. This is also a blues. This one's called Barbados. Thank you, guys. Sounds great. Give it up again once more for Dru Heller, Brad Goode, Jack Dunleavy, Gabe Rupe, and I'm Daryl Gott. One interesting thing that I learned about Bird, which actually I think I learned this from Brad Goode maybe. I was taking a class of his in grad school, and we read this thing that described Bird, which is his nickname. Sorry, I didn't describe or explain that. Charlie Parker was known as the Yardbird or Bird, and there's a lot of theories why that came about. I don't know if I'll ever be able to say exactly why, but you could imagine like his lines are kind of like a bird just flying over the changes. That's kind of what I think of. But this thing that we read said that Bird was like one of the first lucid improvisers, which I found fascinating. So, there's accounts where like maybe someone it was their birthday or something, walked in the club and Parker was in the middle of a solo and he would quote happy birthday or something like that. So he was very aware of what was happening around him and also so technically proficient. There's infamous stories of him practicing. Actually, there's a great interview if you get a chance to check it out. It's Paul Desmond interviewing Charlie Parker. And he says that in his own words, Charlie Parker said that he practiced for 15 hours a day for 3 to 4 years, I think he said. So, that was a pretty big game changer. That would be a game changer for anybody to do anything for that long, So that's a feat in itself. And we are going to continue on with another Bird tune. This one's kind of based on a tune called Perdido. And it's called Clacto Videstine. Kind of hard name and also a hard head. All right, thank you. One, two, got a couple more tunes for you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks to the Gift of Jazz and David Froman for facilitating this, and the great Colin Bricker as well. We're really fortunate to have this set up in town, and all of us are professional musicians, so it's always a pleasure to get to play with other people. And this is a really amazing setup that they have here. Really, just inventive to keep us playing. So we are blessed to be here. Actually, that tune that we played, a lot of people know the association of Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, but some people might not know that actually Miles Davis got his start playing with Charlie Parker. So when he was, I believe, like 19, he had moved to New York and went to Juilliard, I think for maybe not even a year, because once he met Bird, it was like, I think he describes it in his book as, that was his education, was hanging with Bird. So that was a really special collaboration and really got Miles, it took him off. So we are actually going to feature our trumpeter, Brad Goode, and this is not a Bird tune either, but Bird did play this tune a lot. This one's called Embraceable You. Hope you enjoy. That's Brad Good on the trumpet. Embraceable you. Beautiful. We're going to continue on. This one is, just like some other jazz musicians, like I said, that Bird usually wrote melodies over existing chord changes. But this is, there's a thing called Bird Blues, which is his kind of take on the 12-bar blues. And one of his classic compositions is known as Blues for Alice. So this one, I actually arranged this one. See if you can tell the difference. 2 bars? Da, 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 da. That's Dru Heller on the drums. Give it up for Dru Heller. Once again, Jack Dunleavy on the piano, Brad Goode on the trumpet, Gabe Rupe on the bass. Once again, I'd like to thank Mighty Fine and Colin Bricker and David Froman. We are going to conclude with one more tune, and I believe David has some announcements possibly. And before he does say that, this is Donna Lee that we're going to do, which is a really famous composition. No one's really sure who wrote it. Miles Davis claims to have written it, but I guess no one will for sure know. But we enjoy playing it, and we love Charlie Parker. Thank you to Charlie Parker wherever he is right now. And thanks to this great band for playing and doing a great job. Take it away, David Froman.
Well, I hope you've all been enjoying the evening. Daryl Gott, I think, is really a student of Charlie Parker, and his dedication to the music really comes through in his playing, his love of this music, as it does for all these fine musicians. I wanted to let you all know about future Gift of Jazz events that will be coming your way. At the end of this month, on the 26th, we're going to be presenting a tribute to Nina Simone, featuring vocalist Cheryl Renee. 7 o'clock, also here at Mighty Fine Productions. We'll be streaming that live, as we will for all of our events for the foreseeable future. On the 10th of October, we will have another Centennial concert. This one's a tribute to the great saxophonist and flautist Yusef Lateef, who would have celebrated his 100th birthday this year as well. And then later in December, there will be a Carmen McRae Centennial event as well. You'll hear more about that, and you can see details for all of the Gift of Jazz programs at our website, giftofjazz.org, including our educational programs. Our adult education classes are starting up again for the fall at the end of this month. The 26th, our Saturday classes will resume with a class in jazz improvisation, a class in jazz piano, and a class in jazz composition. So if you are interested in furthering your jazz knowledge, we hope you'll join us for those. They're Zoomed online, so we're all keeping safe at home while those classes are presented, and this will be our third semester of Zoom classes. So I think you'll really enjoy it. I participated last semester, and I got a lot out of it. Gift of Jazz is a nonprofit. We couldn't do the things that we do without your support, and also without the support of some very important sponsors. KUVO Radio is a fabulous sponsor of ours, and they have been from the very beginning. Also, SCFD, which is your tax dollars at work to support arts programming, and Colorado Creative Industries. So our warm thanks to them all, and our warm thanks to this great group of musicians. It's Brad Goode on trumpet. It's Dru Heller on the drums. It's Jack Dunleavy on the piano, Gabe Rupe on the bass, and our leader, once again, Daryl Gott on the alto saxophone. Thank you all so much for spending time with us this evening. We hope to see you at future Gift of Jazz events. And as they say, bird lives. Here's our last number of the evening.
One, two, one, two. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, Charlie Parker. We'll see you next time.